It's 4 decades since John Gunther Dean was Washington's man in Cambodia, but the anguish of how it ended haunts him to this day.
We'd accepted responsibility for Cambodia, and then we didn't live up to it. That's the worst thing a country can do.
Cambodia entered the Indochina War in 1970. It was backed by Washington as an ally against North Vietnam, but the war went badly. By April 1975, fanatical communist guerrillas were at the gates of the capital. For American embassy staff, the choice: get out or die. On April the 12th, US Marines launched Operation Eagle Pull, a daring daylight dash to evacuate the mission right under the guns of the Khmer Rouge. It was meticulously planned. As the Marines deployed at the landing zone, a sports field near the embassy, tall buildings blocked the enemy's view. They got in, mustered the staff, and got out unscathed. Ambassador Dean didn't dispute the need to go that day. It was the lead-up that appalled him. He believed America had failed its ally, offering it too little military support to win and no political solution to fall back on. And now they were going, leaving Cambodia to face a bloodbath. In the helicopter out, he broke down and wept. 40 years on, his feeling of shame is undiminished. Today he's 89 and lives in Paris.
When you accept responsibility and you walk out, that's an indecent act. When I promise I will take care of you, and then I say, hey, screw you, step aside. And I know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to come and kill you. We accepted responsibility for Cambodia and then walked out.
Just 5 days later, the Khmer Rouge overran the capital and the bloodbath began. 1 in 4 people died in Pol Pot's revolution, some 1.7 million Cambodians. Analysts agree Cambodia was a sideshow to the war in Vietnam, a victim of 2 sides playing hardball geopolitics. In 1975, Steve Hedder was evacuated in Operation Eagle Pull. Today, he's a leading scholar of modern Cambodia.
The United States wasn't that concerned about what happened one way or the other in Cambodia, but only concerned about it to the extent that it impacted positively or negatively their situation in Vietnam. And it was the same for the Vietnamese.
It wasn't just Americans who got out that day. Scores of Cambodians were rescued too. But April the 12th means one thing only to John Gunther Dean: failure.
I am born in Germany and suffered from the Nazi oppression. And how could I turn over a people to the butcher?
There's little left to see now from that day. The landing zone is within the compound of the Russian embassy and off limits. But at least one iconic memento remains. Ambassador Dean was famously photographed after evacuation clutching the embassy flag. Today he still has it, a bittersweet reminder of tumultuous days and how they ended. Jerry Harmer, The Associated Press, Cambodia.